Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. I hope you're all well, and yeah, good morning. If you have just woken up, or you're just about to wake up to go to work this morning. This is Afric 24, and here where I am, it is actually 4:30 7 p.m. We are headed to 5 p.m. Karibu sana. This is Afric 24. And a lot is going on in our politics. As usual, we will not stop talking until we get things right in Kenya. And karibu sana, Afric 24. And once again, I am Zalendo, and welcome to Africa. If you have not subscribed to Africa, make sure that you do subscribe to our channel. We have got we have got many contents on this particular channel. We have Dr. Shamba, Dimbal Africa, that is going on right now. If you love football and the soccer, please join those in Dimba by just subscribing to Africa now. Right now, we need to talk politics, and a lot has happened in the last 72 hours, and there's a lot, so much that is going on, both on in the opposition and the broad-based government. With Murkomen saying now that it was a mistake to sack Gachagua. Now this is the only show bold enough to ask questions others avoid. I'm your host, and tonight we are putting the opposition under the spotlight. ODM is in turmoil. Party Secretary General Edin Sifuna is accused of acting as a political courier between ODM and UDA. Yani, yeye ndio messenger sending the messages. And leaked documents are pointing out like Kalonzo Musyoka could be the most preferred opposition candidate to face William Ruto in 2027. Meanwhile, ODM supporters are up in arms, demanding accountability and leadership clarity. And we are not pulling punches. With me tonight, I hope that he's on his way, or maybe stuck in traffic. Jeremy. Jeremy will be here shortly so that we can discuss some of these stories that are making headlines. Now, this is the voice that is unapologetic. If you're watching us from TV platform, make sure that you have subscribed to Afric 24. If you're watching us on other channels, make sure pia may subscribe Upper Africa 24, so that we can be able to see some of your nice comments there, and we'll be able to read them aloud. Now. Aha, Jeremy ananiambia kweli yuko njiani. Let me tell him the last text message. Jeremy, yes. Karibu sana. All those who are watching us, thank you very much. Uh, and welcome once again to Africa 24. Yep, the show is on. The show is on. Yeah, wacha nitume hii arafa moja kwa one of my good friends, Jeremy, who is having his dinner. Ameniambia anasikia njaa kabisa, so wacha kule dinner. But meanwhile, uh, this is my take on this issue of Sifuna, and this is my honest observation, is that there's no way, guys, that Sifuna will come up with such a bold statement against the Orange Democratic Party without the blessing of the top brass leadership. That one is out. Convince me otherwise. Ni convince otherwise that huyu jamaa and he was acting on his own. At the Sifuna, that is a Sifuna statement. No, no, no. I think that was the ODM fraternity could be working out. Again, there are other mixed signals from the broad-based government. Other people are saying, we made a mistake to sack one Rigathi Gachagua. And on this show, I said a lot can happen in politics. I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised that that mistake can end up to an with an apology, and that apology can end up with Gachagua back in government. Who saw that coming? Nani aliona hiyo ikikuja? Who ever saw that coming? I don't know. Not many of you are seeing that coming, but I'm the only one who's seeing that coming. Uh, Ruto has realized that, or rather, ODM has realized that going to the elections in this formation will not work for them. So what do? They want to walk out of the coalition, and they want to have a perfect excuse. As the coalition helped the members who support ODM, let me tell you, if you build for me a road in my rural areas, and then in other places you have built a pyre, or you built a market for me to sell my product, instead of looking for other markets for my produce. That does not help me at all. It has only helped me with the shelter. Now, that perfect road has only eased my transport, but there is no goods that is coming from my area to the next destination. If you gave me an industry, because unemployment still stays at its high. If we had an industry in some of these areas, then we would have said that William Ruto's government is working for the people. Why? Because the industry will employ people, will employ workers, will employ young people, and young people will have money to take back home. If I walk on a good, well tarmacked road, I will not have money at the end of the day to go back home to my family. That is how I look at it. It could be very orthodox, but that is the reality of life. People need money in their pocket. I've said this in this show many times that nowadays, if you're given 2,000 to go to the supermarket, you'll pick maybe 5 items and it's gone. The basic item, five, 3, 4 items. A long time ago, 2,000 was a lot of money. So people don't have money, and the pay slip is being deducted also by the government. John Barry has said that the funding, the capitation has reduced from 22,000 to 16,000. So what are these people telling us? If you ask, what are these people telling us in short? Yeah, the money that they used to give the schools has reduced to 16,000 from 22,000. Now, there is so much that is happening, that's going wrong in Ruto's government, that he needs to rectify the situation. Yes, I think Jeremy has beaten the traffic, and now we are with Jeremy live here on the studio. If you're watching us from Taipei, please make sure. If you're watching us from True TV, also make sure that you have subscribed. If you're watching us from Leo Nyabaya, make sure that you subscribe to Africa 24. Jeremy, karibu sana Africa 24. I was just telling that my guest today was held up in traffic and probably is rushing to catch up with the show this evening. Now, Jeremy, I mean, just on the first topic of this evening, the issue of Sifuna and ODM. My feeling is, and I don't know whether you think the same way too, is that Sifuna is the messenger that is passing the message to UDA with the blessings of Baba. What do you think about that?
Mzalendo, thank you so much for hosting me. It's great to be here.
Yeah, karibu.
Um, I agree with you. I agree with you. Uh, Sifuna would not speak with that much confidence and gusto if he knows Baba is not behind him. And anyone who knows how Baba and ODM operates will tell you that much. Anyone who tells you different is someone who doesn't understand modus operandi of ODM. What Sifuna is saying is Baba's position, and by extension ODM's position. It's a warning shot to Ruto, and it's a very good tactic. Yeah, in politics, the more you keep your not just in politics, in battle, the more you keep your enemies guessing what your next move is, the better your upper hand is. If your opponent in battle can predict your next move, you've lost that battle mapema sana. So what Sifuna is doing is instructions from Baba, and the tactic thereof is to keep Ruto guessing. Are these people with me? Are these people not with me? Are we going the whole hog? Are these people going to drop me along the way? It's a good tactic, but if Ruto were to call Baba's bluff and say, you know what, you guys, endeni tu kama mnataka kuenda, leave us alone, he would have killed Baba, because he can easily call Baba's bluff and reconcile with his deputy and waanze afresh. Yeah, but to be honest, Baba on his own, regardless of what formation ODM makes in 2027, as long as ODM is the leading party and Baba is at the head of the ticket, that's a losing horse. I can tell you that for a fact. So in that game, if Ruto calls Baba's bluff first, Ruto wins. If Baba calls Ruto's bluff and bolts away from this broad-based government, it might cause some damage to Ruto, but the big question is, where would Baba go after that? I don't see Baba joining hands with Gachagua. Okay, if he goes alone, like I said, if any combination happens where Baba is Baba and ODM is at the head of the ticket, Ruto will be back in his state house very early in the morning. That is my observation. So it's just pressure. What Sifuna is doing is they are applying pressure on Ruto so that they can make more behind the scenes demands. Okay, when that pressure is going like that, somebody troops to state house with a message from Baba, I want this. Somebody troops to state house with a message from Baba, I want this. And that is how Baba will squeeze the life out of the BBG. It's like a python. When it strangles you, when you breathe, squeezes. When you breathe, squeezes until you die. That's the tactic that they're employing. You're on mute, Mzalendo. You're on mute.
Kevin, Kevin, you've been away for a very long time, my brother. Karibu Tena Africa 24. Tell us why you have decided to abandon us in this struggle, or
I,
you got some
I'm,
greener pastures somewhere. Say hi to us.
I'm traveling. I'm traveling, man.
Oh,
You know,
you are traveling, but a quick one, because I know
I've
you
been,
are.
I've been traveling since morning.
I
Tomorrow the
know.
same thing. The day after tomorrow, you know.
Uh huh.
So Raila is just trying to make it possible for him to be in the next government, whether he wins or not.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to be in the handshake. He has been in handshake all through.
Mm-hmm.
So he has been in the handshake with Ruto, Kibaki, and as well as Uhuru. So he's trying to stage himself so well so that at least in the next government, whether he's going to vie or not, the
Mm-hmm.
next government he can as well be there. Sifuna, yes, is indeed a messenger of Ruto. I mean of Raila, because Raila has been quiet for a while, and of course things have not been working in across Kenya. There have been riots, of course, youth are all over the roads. They are trying to make it possible for us to get justice, which is not coming forth.
Mm-hmm.
Ruto have become so adamant. He's still stealing a lot, by the way. Ruto is stealing,
Mm-hmm.
and he's trying to suppress everybody so that at least the poor becomes poorer, the rich
Mm-hmm.
becomes richer, and the rich includes Ruto and his colleagues, the Railas, and the few political leagues. Uh, Looking at the trends, of course, there's going to be no employment for the youth. There
Mm-hmm.
is going to be limited, very few resources for the youth. He
Mm-hmm.
is trying to hide behind the affordable housing, which is not going to help people much.
Mm-hmm.
This is just something that is trying to invest for himself as well as the Raila's team.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking at the future of Kenya, I would say that Kenya is going to be one of the worst states, if not in the East Africa, but entire Africa and possibly the entire world. Looking at the economy
Mm-hmm.
is doing poorly. The GDP, even the prices of goods and services is quite very, very high. The university students are crying. SHA is not working in as much as they are saying it's working, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a lot of things that we can complain about when it comes to Ruto's regime. So it's us. Even today, the Jogo Road is closed because the police are still killing Kenyans. It's closed. Look at Nairobi today; it was messy. You could not even
Mm-hmm.
pass through Jogo Road. You could only pass through maybe Pangani, Thika Road, and the rest. But Jogo Road was a no-go zone because of police brutality and all that. So the youth are saying no to police brutality.
Oh,
That's my
okay,
take on it.
Kevin, bring us to speed. What happened in Jogoro
Hello,
today?
Mzalendo.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah. Can you tell us briefly what was happening in Jogoro? Because many
it
of
was
mm,
impassable. You could not fly through Jogo Road because of the youth protests. So no one should tell you that the youth protest is done. It's a containing deal.
okay, okay. Jeremy, you use that route quite oftenly. Uh, what did you notice this afternoon on Jogo Road?
That's a good question, and I don't know where Kevin is located, but I stay in Eastlands.
Mm-hmm.
My office is in CBD,
Mm-hmm.
and I have business across in Westlands, Ngong Road, and everywhere.
Yes.
This morning,
Mm-hmm.
I left my house at around 8, went to town through
Mm-hmm.
Jogorod, Then went onwards to Ngong Road
Mm.
and to Kibra.
Yeah.
Handled my business. Came back to CBD around 2 p.m.
Mm.
Got onto Jogo Road. Back to
Mm-hmm.
Donholm around 2:33,
Mm.
and I didn't see any skirmishes. I didn't see any demonstrations
Mm-hmm.
that time. Then just this evening,
Mm.
went back on the same road to somewhere in Makongeni.
Mm-hmm.
Met with someone.
Yes.
Remember when you called me, I was somewhere.
Yeah, you are somewhere here.
I left there,
Mm-hmm.
used the same Jogo Road, got
Mm.
home now barely about 45 minutes ago.
Mm.
I didn't see any violence. I didn't see any demonstrations. I didn't see any youth doing anything. The only thing I know that's happening on Jogo Road is the construction. They
Mm-hmm.
are expanding it, and they are expanding the drainages on both sides. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a bit of traffic into and out of town on Jogo Road. But I
Mm.
did not see any violence. I did not see any demonstrations. I did not witness any youth demos today on Jogo Road.
Oh, okay.
Maybe,
Yeah, I don't know what
maybe
Kevin.
Kevin can
Maybe
explain.
Kevin, can you tell us where these demos were, or you're talking about the previous demos? Kevin, are you still there? Okay, I think Kevin is traveling. So, yeah. Yeah, we need some clarity. And viewers at home who you are watching us from other platforms, I can see almost 40 people watching this channel. Nikki, Somoni, Mbago, Asante Sana. Make
Jeremiah,
sure. Yes.
Jeremiah, just to respond to your unclear statement of without indicating what time you left your house, of course, flying through Jogo Road without seeing the protest, and of course, you know the times that protests always heat up. It's always past noon. So if you are alleging that you left your house in the morning and then you went back in the evening, then that's not a reality because protests ideally should start from 8 a.m. to around uh, 6 in the evening. So if you're telling us that you left in the morning and then you came back at about 7 p.m., that then you never met. I mean, you could not have seen such kind of things. So you are truthful to your statement based on the timings.
Kevin, just a correction, eh?
Yes.
I went on Jogo Road back and forth twice. I left in the morning towards town at 8, came back from town at around 2 to 30, right? Back from town into Eastlands, then left Eastlands around 6, 5, 6, back towards Makungeni, and then just got back around 10 p.m. That is my timeline.
Your timeline doesn't indicate when this kind of things heats up. So correct yourself, and then you come back with the correct feedback. But don't say that there were not protests today. There was massive, and that's why Jogorod was
What
impassable
what
today.
what I did, Kevin, is I
Yes.
shared my timeline and what I witnessed.
Yeah, but
If you saw any, if you
your
saw any demos,
you know you
if you
see
saw any demos on Jogo Road,
your timeline should not give us a falsification of whether there were protests or not. You know, there was, and I was uh, 4 p.m., which was the peak of the protest today. Brutality is still ongoing, and the Ruto regime is failing.
Right, protest, no protest. I'm trying to check it out whether we had protest and how massive it was. But anyway, we will find out in the course of the show. But let's move on. Let's shift gears and see where this thing is going. A lot of grassroots ODM supporters are saying that it is time for Sifuna to go. And I also saw Ababu Namwamba, the former Secretary General, saying that if indeed Sifuna leaves ODM, then that is the end of the political movement, because Sifuna is being choked. Those were his words. He's being choked in ODM. Jeremy, what do you make of such a statement from somebody who has been the Secretary General, saying that the ODM party is the most undemocratic party in Kenya today? What do you make of Ababu Namwamba's statement?
First of all, I saw that statement, okay, and then I also saw clips of Namwamba in 2022. Was it? Yeah, earlier when he was in the position that Sifuna finds himself in today, and it's very eerily, very creepily similar. Their statements were similar, their positions were similar, and the circumstances were very similar with what Namwamba went through. As far as the statement you are saying, I think let us be able to discern fake news and credible news on this platform. The statement you are saying, I saw it all over. It emanated from Channel 7. Channel 7 is a pay-per-click gutter press page. You cannot trust anything they say. They just want to click. And trust me, Namwamba did not give any statement with regards to Sifuna's, appearance on TV yesterday. He has not spoken on it. And I authoritatively can tell you that what you are quoting is from Channel 7, which is Agata Press, and I would not want to dwell on it much, because what Channel 7 does is they say things that they think people want to hear. Like in that situation, they just correlated Ababu's situations and circumstances with Sifuna's circumstances, and then imagine what would Namwamba say. And then because they know that Namwamba speaking about this would be attractive, then they put out that statement. But I doubt it's not from Namwamba. I very strongly would not want to discuss it because it's gutter press. That is one. Two, I think that, like we said earlier, Sifuna is speaking on behalf of Baba, and it's a tactic that has worked well for him before, and it's putting Ruto on the back hill, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You don't know where I'm going next. You don't know what I'm doing next. So yeah, you decide what you want to do with me. Works very well. The moment Ruto can predict where Baba is going, it's game over for Baba, and that's the purpose Sifuna is playing. ODM is a team. In a soccer match, there are numbers 1 to number 11. Kila mtu ako na namba yake anacheza. There are those who are really pushing this, BBG, kina Kaluma, kina, Mili, and all these other guys. The people who are opposing it. Now kina Sifuna and the others. Kila mtu ako na namba yake. Everyone is playing their number. Sifuna is playing his number. His role and his number is keep this guy guessing. I will say A, you say B. I say 1, you say 2. I say X, you say Y. so that this guy does not know where we go. That is his role, and I know that's what they're doing.
An interesting observation. For those who are watching us at home, Dominic Mtua, Sam Madiange Uma, Sangora, Jeff Sangora, a long time. Karibu sana Africa 24, and make sure that you make this your home by just subscribing and liking some of our content here on Africa. Yeah, just hold on. Let me switch off this gadget that is making noise here. And now, Sifuna is holding the line uh, for uh, for ODM and Raila Odinga. The purpose, it worked a few years back. I don't know whether it will work this year. Uh, and and the reason, this is my feeling and my take on that particular subject, is that they feel that there is a sizable amount of people who don't agree with William Ruto's government. On the other side, nearly a majority don't agree with William Ruto's agenda, or half of the country doesn't agree with William Ruto's agenda. And this other half is William Ruto. So this other half one time belonged to ODM. They no longer have that half with them, and they want to maintain that base and tell them, we resonate with your feeling. We are not in this broad-based government fully. One leg is here, and the other leg is outside. So we are waiting to see what happens. Yeah, what happens. So keep we are, is just keeping the base on check. But ideally, ODM fraternity is in government. The ODM entire fraternity is in our government, the top brass, apart from a few individuals like Babu Owino and Sifuna who are vocal. The other people who are not very vocal cannot come up and speak for themselves. So Sifuna speaks for the silent minority in ODM party who cannot voice their concern because they fear the repercussion. But Sifuna is speaking from his mind, although we have agreed that this directives is coming direct from the party top leader Raila Molo Odinga, and it is not speaking Sifuna speaking for himself. Why we are saying this is because there is no way Sifuna would have a press conference barely 72 hours after the party leader has just had one press conference. And the confidence he speaks on TV, that is not, the body language tells you all that he is deceitful. He is not telling us the truth on his position. That is my take on the issue of Sifuna. So, viewers, if you have something different from that, please hear your comment. We are also having a quiz or a poll. Is Kalonzo Musyoka the right candidate for 2027 polls ticket? Give me an answer on the comment section. Whether you think that Kalonzo is the right candidate. There is a document that has leaked in the media last evening that suggests that the opposition could easily pick Kalonzo as their flag bearer in 2027. Now, Jeremy, before before we move to Kalonzo and 2027 and the opposition, why are the grassroots supporters of ODM so confused about Sifuna? Why can't they get the message straight up?
You know, there is ODM has a very big problem. Okay,
Mm,
there's a very big confusion
mm,
with between the party supporters
mm,
and the party leadership. the party leadership
Mhm.
is playing the long game,
Mhm.
okay, so that they can retain one relevance,
Mhm.
two
Mhm.
to hold the playing card
Mhm.
in this BBG equation,
Mhm.
and three to keep their options open,
Yes.
okay.
Mhm.
Whereas the party supporters are
Mm.
going the other direction,
Mm.
wanasema hii kitu ni mbaya,
Mm.
and there are no two ways around it.
Yes.
Hii kitu ni mbaya, hatutaki,
Mm.
and they are not negotiating, they are not trying to sort of create some opportunity for negotiations, or room for maneuvering.
Mhm.
The supporters wameamua hii kitu ni mbaya, hii kitu ni mbaya, but the
Yes.
leadership is playing their political games. Now that becomes a problem, because you end up with, right now in ODM leadership, there are
Mhm.
two factions, okay.
Mm. Mhm.
And you had Sifuna very well.
Mhm.
There's a faction led by Opio Andai,
Mm.
okay,
Mhm.
that says all these things should stop. We should go into this thing
Mhm.
without giving room to turn back in case mbele
Mhm.
iharibike.
Mm.
Wanataka tuende, let's go.
Mm.
We should have only one way,
Mm.
one gear forward.
Mm.
Hakuna
Mm.
reverse, hakuna
Mm.
nini, hakuna neutral, just drive forward, yeah.
Mm. Yes.
Whereas some smaller members of the party,
Mm.
right,
Mm.
feel that we should be careful and give ourselves room where kama drive imekataa,
Mm.
we can be able to engage reverse
Mm.
or neutral or even park,
Mhm.
yeah, without
Mhm.
serious repercussion on
Yes.
our position as a party.
Yes.
And that is where Sifuna comes from.
Mm.
See, we are just going to drive peke yake. We need to have these other gears available for us to engage if need be. So
Yeah,
that creates a problem.
tukipata obstacle pale mbele tunaweza rudi nyuma
Yes,
tuambie wananchi, hey, you know what?
yes,
Yeah, we got
exactly.
something up ahead, danger ahead. So
Yes.
we are back to our roots. You know.
Wacha tuweke neutral, wacha
Mm.
tuweke neutral, let's slow
Mhm.
down, wacha we observe mbele iko aje. Kama
Mm.
mbaya, let's do a right turn or a left turn or whatever the case may be. But there
Mm.
is this other faction that has people like Wandai and of course Mbadi,
Mm.
having been a chairman of the party for so long, the
Mm.
bigwigs of the party
Yes.
insisting kaende,
Kaende.
let's go. There should only be one gear, and that gear should be drive forward, and let's go. To some degree,
Mm.
this becomes a problem majorly, and it becomes a tribal thing within ODM, okay? Because aside from the position of the party,
Mm.
ODM,
Mm.
okay, some of the major influencers of the party are
Mm.
Luo, and this is the reality. Now,
Mhm.
the Luo mindset,
Mhm.
okay, and I'm not
Yes.
saying ODM mindset, I'm saying Luo mindset,
Mm.
is that it is our time to be in government as Luo people.
Mhm.
We are eating, let us
Mhm.
enjoy. The
Mhm.
Kikuyus are not happy, are not comfortable, because they are just not comfortable with Luos being in government. So let's go forward and eat.
Mhm. Mhm.
Another major tribal grouping within ODM
Mm.
are the lawyers and the
Mhm.
coastal people.
Mhm.
These two groupings, they do not
Mhm.
subscribe to that Luo mentality,
Mhm.
because that is a mentality between Luos and Kikuyus.
Mhm.
Now it becomes a very difficult situation
Mhm.
for party leadership to reconcile the Luo mentality
Mhm.
vis-a-vis the party position and the
Mhm.
mentality of these other tribes. Somebody like Sifuna,
Mhm.
suppose Sifuna was a Luo, trust
Mhm.
me, whatever
mm,
his opinions were, he
mm.
would be having the mentality of Luos that we are in government, it's our opportunity to eat, we want to eat until 2027. And the only reason why Kenya is unstable is because Kikuyus are not happy because Luos are now in government, and that is their problem. And we are going to continue eating. You
I
see
have,
that mindset? You see
I have,
that mindset?
I've had that mindset, and you know they are very serious about it. The fact is
Yes,
that it's not a joke. They are serious about it.
yes.
They are
And
serious
it's even going to be a
in that
problem.
reasoning. Yeah,
It's going to be a problem even for Baba if he says, let's leave this government.
yeah, because these guys are eating.
It's going to be
So
a problem for him. Yes. That is going to be a
you know,
problem for him.
Jeremy, Baba is in a fix. Is in a fix.
Yes.
Yeah, these are your children. There are others who are eating and they are eating very good food. But
Yes.
the other side, there are others who are starving also. Yeah, and
Yes. How do you
wanatupiwa,
reconcile that?
yeah, wanatupiwa kidogo kidogo. So
How do you reconcile that?
no, he wants to go and feed the abandoned children, but these other children are wamemkwamilia also. Hey, we hakuna mahali
Yes.
unaenda. Hakuna
Yes.
chakula iko hapa. Pale unaenda hakuna chakula. It is literally like
Yes.
that. And you know,
Exactly.
Jeremy, that's why I like your analysis sometimes. It is just like that. These guys are eating. They are satisfied. They are
Yes.
eating and they're eating well. They are not going to abandon Ruto's government for you to take them nowhere. Yeah?
That is the
Uh, as, a,
problem.
as a father, you have brought the food. Wewe ndio uliwaletea hii chakula. And
Alafu nataka
ukawacha
kuambia
watoto
watoke
wako
waende wapi?
ukiwacha watoto wako wengine huko nje, wale wako huko nje. Sasa hao wetu huko nje wanalalamika, nyinyi mnakula na sisi tunasikia njaa. Basi wacha
Mm.
kiharibike, sisi wote
Tukose.
tukose. So he is trying to cool down the situation. Hey, hapana, endeni pole pole, and at the same time appeasing these ones who are eating that nyi kuleni ile mnaweza pata haraka haraka bwana, kama vitu zijaharibika.
Yeah.
But that is the situation the way it is. See, I told you, here in Africa, we say it the way it is. That is how we look at the politics, and that is a very good analysis, a very simple analysis of the situation where ODM is at the moment. That is the simplest analysis that you can ever get, and you could never get that analysis on mainstream media. You'll only get here on Africa 24. Jeremy, a quick one. Today I want to wind up this show very very early. I have an appointment in the next 2 minutes, and I am sorry for that. The show was catching, ndio ilikuwa imeshaanza kushika moto, yeah, imeanza kushika moto, ndio tena tunataka ku wind up kidogo, but I want to thank everybody else: Zedekiah Odenye, Ibrahim Omondi, Dominic Mtua, Nikki Mbago, Sam Ouma, Sangora Jeff, Anthony Chumba. Thank you for tuning in and giving us a thumbs up. Thank you for saying that we are on point and our analysis is good. Now make a point of joining Africa. Make a point of subscribing, so that we can be giving you this kind of analysis, and also kuja kwa stage, so that we get to see what you are talking about. If you are watching us from other platforms, make sure that you've subscribed so that I can see your comments on the comment section. Asante sana, mstahiki uta. Hiyo jina bana. Ustad. Hiyo ni Kisomali. Asante sana. Salamu alaikum. Asante sana kwa hiyo mambo umesema. Ya mnyambo wa punda ni huo. Ni ukweli kabisa. Hiyo mnyambo wa punda, whatever that means. But anyway, that is the way it is. Jeremy, your last thought. Your last thought, so that I can let you
Let's
go
let
and
us let
sleep.
us let us brace for some very interesting political times in the next before the year is over.
Yeah, I think
As,
we
as,
are
as
going.
we are going into 2026,
Mhm.
we are going to have some major earthquakes in politics.
Mm-hmm.
affecting both the BBG and the
Mm-hmm.
opposition. Somebody's asking is if Kalonzo is the best candidate. Those guys
Yeah.
don't have a formation yet. And I told people on this platform before,
Mm-hmm.
if the opposition counts on Wamunyoro,
Mm-hmm.
right,
Mm-hmm.
to bankroll the campaign, they can rest assured that the head of the ticket will not be anyone from outside of Murema. That they can take to the bank.
All right.
If if
Yeah,
mm,
Stella Litunda is saying, okay, okay, Stella Litunda, I will be back. I will be back, Jeremy. I know you'll be asleep then, but we'll continue this
sawa, we'll talk
conversation.
later.
Yeah, we'll continue this conversation of Kalonzo.
Okay.
We are now
All right.
we will be going into Kalonzo, the opposition story that has leaked that Kalonzo is the candidate for the opposition, and what are his chances? So Stella, just tune in. We'll be back shortly. Asanteni sana, and
Bye.
yeah, acha nikimbia mahali kidogo kunywa maji. Mm. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. And thank you for the subscription. For those who have subscribed. Stella, I hope that umesubscribe dada yangu na unatufuata kwenye Africa 24. I will be back shortly in the hour. I'm beginning another show in another channel, but I will be back shortly here on Africa to dig into the possibility of Kalonzo winning the election and other matchups. We will continue matching them, tutawaweka pamoja pamoja mpaka tuone nani ndio anafaa kushikanishwa na Ruto, na pia tusisahau Ruto ndio yuko kwa serikali. Pia tutaanza kumshikanisha na watu tuone his probability and possibility of winning, which combination will work for him. So guys, if you have not subscribed to Africa, make sure that umeingia pale ukabonyeza hiyo something na ukasubscribe hapa kwa Africa. Hapa we are neutral, hatuegemei pande yoyote, but we say it the way it is. Kama pesa ya capitation imekatwa, tutakuambia hapa imekatwa, and that is very very wrong. Mr. Mbadi is doing a hopeless job at the treasury, and it is high time that it should be called out. Hii pesa inapelekwa wapi? He tells us there's no money for it to fund the secondary education, but there is money for CDF that our parents are being lined up wapatiwe machek na members of parliament. That's absolutely nonsense. Senators are getting a CDF, MCAs are getting a CDF, governors sijui ako na fund yake, anaitwaje, MP ako na fund yake, women rep ako na fund yake. Hizi pesa zote zikijumuishwa is good to fund free secondary education. Thank you very much. I leave you on that note, and yep, karibu sana.